So you say that you were addicted to World of Warcraft.
Yes.
How so? How do you know that?
Because I just wanted to play it all the time. Like this was a long time ago. I must have been 2004, maybe even earlier than that. People would call me to go out, like, oh, I can't, not feeling well today. But meanwhile, I'm like, I'd be on the game playing. You know what I mean? Like, that's when I knew I was addicted. It wasn't to the point where I wouldn't like, leave me alone. I haven't eaten in 5 days or to the point where I need like therapy. Well, maybe I did, who knows? But it was to the point where I was giving up personal relationships rather than, to play the game, then rather than going out and being with friends.
What do you think the appeal was?
Getting the latest new piece of loot. There was still a multiplayer conversational aspect to it that I enjoy. Like when I play video games, I only play multiplayer because I like communicating with other people. So there was that. You have these big guilds and raids. You do it together. There was a PvP aspect, which is player versus player. So you're like planning and talking and playing together. So there's this whole sort of group or community-based part of it that I think I was attracted to, right? Even though I had like a lot of friends, we went to the clubs every night. I don't know if you remember Money Night Club. That's where I was. Like it was a different time, right? And I still had those days. It's just there was this like one small period where I was like, wait, this is getting to me. I better stop, Like I don't want to be that guy that looks back and says, hey, I played video games every day of my life and didn't do this, this, and this. So there was a moment. It wasn't a long one, but it was enough to say that I was addicted,
So like what would a typical, let's say peak Warcraft addiction,
right?
What would be a typical amount of time spent in a given day?
It'd be the whole day. Like I would wake up, go to the gym, eat breakfast, come home, and then play until like late at night, right? 12, 1, little breaks here and there, but like that would be a typical day.
Wow.
Now, obviously this wasn't every day, but it was during times that when you choose a game over going out with friends, there's something wrong, right? Unless you hate your friends or don't like those people, right?
Well, the weird one, like the thing that I picked up on there is you kind of described friends in the game.
Well, there's that too, right?
So which one are friends?
Right. I'm talking about like, okay, fine. I get what you're saying. There are friends online, but those are the relationships that don't last, right? Usually. I mean, some do. Like I talk to still a few of them here and there, but we're not friends. Like it's more acquaintances, right? Mm-hmm. But
are they still in the game?
I have no idea. Maybe.
You don't ask?
No, I don't want to know. I'm not addicted to the game anymore. Like I could play right now and I wouldn't feel it, It just doesn't do it for me anymore. But at the time it did, right? But yeah, it was a dark moment. You have those dark moments. That was a dark moment for me, for sure.
It's the interesting part there is that it's presented to you as a game. Like it's presented as fun.
Right.
It's presented in a very lighthearted fashion. Yet, I mean, it appears to me that the most successful ones have to almost intentionally cause problems for you.
Right. Well, but that's a lot of stuff now. Like even if you look at the crypto space, it's the same sort of idea. A lot of these tokenomics, as they call it.
Look who's smirking over there. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
I apologize. No,
I'm listening.
Yes.
Okay, I was listening.
You got me
Even
on
a lot of the
crypto.
tokenomics on there are from game theory. Like I can name one crypto right now that just it takes the whole theory behind it, and it's all about game theory. It's that constant idea of seeing a massive return or seeing a future return. And the way they do it is a lot different than a typical stock that you invest in. Right? There's the idea and hope that stock will eventually make you money. But with crypto, everyone has this idea that if you invest in it, you're going to get rich the next day. And some of these tokens out there have their own sort of game behind it, or not game behind it, but like some of that ideas behind it.
Was World of Warcraft the first game to really like lean into this?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because it was like a whole nother universe, really. Like
absolutely.
A whole all-encompassing economy and ecosystem. And of course, almost all the popular games now have some version of that.
Right. Well, I mean, World of Warcraft was the first true successful multiplayer MMORPG. That's what they call it. Multiplayer online role-playing game. And nothing like there was EverQuest and some other games before that, but they didn't have the community that World of Warcraft created. And that's why it was so successful. like my story is a minor one compared to some of the other addiction stories that I'm sure tons of people have heard before that have hit the internet. You know, people not eating for days, people dying from not eating, like craziness, right? And that's what we're getting today with all the games we're playing. You know, like addiction, little things to keep you going. Even if just something simple like Call of Duty, you know, they want you to buy to keep playing so you can unlock a new weapon, so you can take advantage of that weapon because it might defeat someone faster, right? So it's just an ongoing problem to keep people's attention.